Hi, I'm Shane White from MicroArmor Lubricants, and we're here today to talk about the MicroArmor brand of lubricant technology. What we do is we manufacture a line of lubricants that utilizes the heat and pressure and friction to fill in scratches and make metal smoother. We're based out of Jackson, Michigan. We've got a whole line of oil products, spray lubricants, and greases. Our background over the years has been mainly mining, construction, farming, normal people's vehicles. But over the last few years, we started to focus really hard into the racing market, and it's gone wonderful for us. And so what we're able to do is put the technology that we have into the lubricants family that we have that works well to make your race car faster, last longer, and perform better, just like it does on normal vehicles or tractors or trucks or farming equipment. And what we do, we explain our technology like this. When you talk about lubricants, greases, oils, and sprays, it's really just wet lubrication trying to make scratched up metal slippery. That's really what it comes down to. Everything rides on a thin film of oil. What we're doing is we've got solid metal particles, soft metal particles, that are filling in scratches, making the metal surface smoother. If you can make two metal surfaces smoother, that's going to reduce friction, it's going to reduce heat, and parts just perform better. It's going to make you go faster and win more races. What we have is we utilize that technology in our family of products, the first being the MicroArmor 1000 engine treatment. This is a product that goes into your gasoline or diesel engine at 1 ounce per quart, and what it does is reduces friction a couple of different ways. The first way is it provides a space in between the metals to keep that oil film from getting squeezed out, similar to the way zinc works in protecting engines and flat tappet cams. So we're able to protect those engines very, very well, and it's going to keep that oil film from getting squeezed out, keep your lubrication there, and protect that engine. But it's also going to fill in the scratches. It's going to use the heat and pressure and friction to fill in the scratches, making the metal surface smoother. Primarily, it's going to work in the bearing insert area, and that's why you're going to see engine temperature decrease, and in the cylinder wall and piston area. And that's where a lot of your wear comes from in an engine. That cylinder wall area wears down over time, and that's why cars or engines lose compression, they lose horsepower, and have more blow-by and emissions out the backside. What we're able to do is fill that back in, not build out your tolerances, but just fix the damage, and that's going to increase compression, it's going to reduce friction, and if you can increase compression, that's going to increase your horsepower a little bit, and on the bottom side, it's going to reduce the blow-by, the oil burning, smoking, and all those types of issues. Again, it goes in 1 ounce per quart into your synthetic or regular petroleum-based oil. You just change it out, and you add this when you change your oil. Shake it up real well. Either add it to the oil to dilute the oil and dilute the product and add it in together, or you can drop it right into the crankcase. But we recommend you run the engine for at least 10 minutes afterwards, and that helps get it thoroughly mixed into the application. It's a great product. The next product, which uses the MicroArmor technology, is the MicroArmor 3000 gear oil treatment. And what this does is where the engine treatment adds in at 1 ounce per quart, this adds at 4 ounces per quart into your gear oil. It works great in standard transmissions and rear end gears. That's a product that you can definitely drop a lot of friction, drop a lot of heat, and make those parts perform a lot better. It's not intended for automatic transmissions or limited slip type applications or wet clutches. That's a different type of an issue. But again, for ring and pinion gears, spider gears, those rear end gears and standard transmissions, this is an excellent product for increasing lubrication, dropping friction, dropping temperature, and just freeing up those parts so you can go faster. The next product in our line is the MicroArmor 4000 spray lubricant. This again utilizes those soft metal particles, the MicroArmor's patented microparticles, for filling in scratches and making metal smoother. Whereas traditional spray lubricants are wet lubrication, just trying to make scratched up metal slippery, only the MicroArmor technology utilizes the heat and pressure and friction to fill in those scratches and make the metal smoother. We're giving you the wet lubrication that everybody else does too, but by making the metal smoother, it's an added dimension to the MicroArmor technology and performance. What this does is it's going to reduce friction, reduce wear on parts, reduce noise, reduce squeaking. It's the best chain lube you'll find anywhere. It's going to fill in the scratches, make those metal chains move a lot freer and a lot better and smoother. And it's also the best heim joint lube you'll find also. Just spray it on those heim joints, work it back and forth a little bit, and you're good to go. We also recommend that if you can, spray it on the morning of or the day before, and that way in your applications that might be dirtier, that some of the solvents will flash off, it won't be quite as wet, and you won't attract as much dirt. But our background being what it is with the heavy trucking, construction, mining, we haven't seen dirt we can't beat. So we're not too worried about dirt racing and circle tracks, as far as grinding up heim joints. We can protect them very, very well. The last product we're here to talk about today is the MicroArmor 6000 grease. It's a lithium complex, NLGI number 2, and so it's a good use it all around type of product, but where it's a real game changer is it also has the MicroArmor microparticles in there, a soft microscopic technology that fills in scratches and makes metal surfaces smoother. And that's a game changer. It's a true game changer when you're talking about the speed of wheel bearings, on chassis points, any kind of greasable heim joints, CV joints, or other applications where you're using a normal grease. Again, when you use this wheel bearing grease, take your free wheel and spin it. See how many times it goes around, see how long it spins, then try the MicroArmor grease. Use it at night. Let it run around the track a few times or up and down the street. Let it warm up a little bit and polish off that metal surface, then come back and spin it. It's a night and day difference. The MicroArmor 6000 grease is available in these simple 14-ounce grease tubes, as you can see, but also a nice 1-pound jar with a nice screw-on, screw-off lid, great for those bearing packers. So there you've seen it. You've seen the MicroArmor technology. Again, our background has been more of the heavy-duty construction, mining, trucking, farming, but whether it's a dirt late model or a farmer's tractor, it's all metal to metal. And our focus over the last few years on the racing market has led us everywhere from Indy cars to sprint cars, from go-karts to off-road races in the California desert. Again, if it's metal, we can do it better.